I'm Jared Smithson, and I am a certified Optavia coach. And today I want to talk to you about why I think we're all here on this earth, and that is happiness. I think Dr. A talks in the curriculum that we teach, Dr. A's Habits of Health. Dr. A talks about three different kinds of choices that we make: fundamental, primary, and secondary. Fundamental choices are the big overarching choices, the things that we really want in life that we're choosing for ourselves. And then primary and secondary. Primary are what people typically refer to as goals. And then the secondary choices are the things that we're doing on a daily, consistent basis to reach those goals. Now, fundamental choices, in nearly a decade of coaching people, my wife and I, we found that most people, their goals, people will look at their goals, their primary choices first, and then they're like, okay, why am I doing that? And that leads you to understanding what your fundamental choices in life are. And I believe that they all lead to one direction, and that's we want to be happy. We were born with that, this need and this desire to be happy. And so I'm a social science nerd. I graduated from college in social sciences. And I also have a love for statistics and spent a lot of my education there. So I ran across a study recently that really grabbed my attention about happiness and the diversity between understanding of happiness in Western cultures versus Eastern cultures. And a lot of their follow-up research after their initial study was done in Japan specifically. And there were two main differences between Western and Eastern culture. The first one was that in Western culture, we seem to have this feeling that that happiness is self-contained. That if I'm happy or unhappy, it doesn't really impact other people. But in Eastern culture, they have a very strong recognition that their personal happiness or unhappiness, and likewise that of others, has a strong social impact. The second one is that Western culture has this idea that when I cross the finish line, when I get there, then I'll be happy. When I get to my healthy weight, when I get the car, when I get the relationship, whatever it is that people desire in their life, when I get there, then I'll be happy. Whereas Eastern culture, they strongly recognize that the greatest joy comes in the process, in the joy of the journey, becoming, growth, all those things. The other thing that I noticed in reading through this study and research is that even though Western culture has this self-contained concept of happiness that we kind of live in a bubble, we also don't take strong personal responsibility for our happiness. And that, I believe, leads into that second one, and that's having joy in the journey. So what I want to focus on today in our comments as we're sharing with each other is number one, and always most important, is what do you really want from this challenge, from life, whatever it is. Share with everybody what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want. Number two, what are you doing on a daily, consistent basis to be aware and conscious of the joys that come from the process, the joys that come from growth, the joys that come from a little bit of pain, a little bit of hurt, a little bit of discomfort in becoming something that we really want. And number three, I think this is one of the most critical parts of this process of becoming or creating things in our lives, but also one of the greatest parts of life is who are you sharing it with? Who are the people who are supporting you, and who are the people in your life that you are supporting as they're trying to become things in their life and they're finding joy in their journey? So just some of my thoughts today about happiness. We are so happy that you guys are here with us. You guys make us better through this great community and the sharing process. Have a great day, and look forward later today to some fun prizes and winners announced. So thanks. Have a great week, everybody.